Hi everyone, I'm WFAA Chief Meteorologist Pete Delkus right here at our Victory Park Studios in Dallas, Texas. I do have a pretty comprehensive tropical update for us because we now have our 9th named storm of the season. And yes, as I mentioned yesterday on this update, it was going to be Ida, and it certainly is right now. We have 3 systems we're watching, 2 out in the Atlantic right now. No threat to the United States, but Ida is certainly a threat, and I'm afraid that it's going to be a pretty significant threat to the United States as it strengthens over the next 24 to 48, maybe 72 hours. Landfall right now sometime on Sunday. We've had 8 named storms prior to Ida. You can see where we are at this point. Ida's still a tropical storm, but it will become a hurricane as we head into the early part of the weekend. Some information I looked up this morning that I want to share with you that I thought was interesting was retired hurricane names by letters. Remember that they retire these hurricanes when they have been significant. Most likely, I think significance would fall into the category of deaths. So when they are significant tropical systems, those names are retired. And the number 1 retired letter is I. I has been retired more than any other. Interestingly enough, Ida, I as well. Second on the list would be F and also C, and then third on the list would be E. The deeper into the alphabet you go, the lower number of names that have been retired by letter. Obviously, we haven't had any V's, but nonetheless, I just thought that little tidbit of information was interesting. So Ida is the 9th named storm of the season. The average date for the 9th named storm is September 15th. The average date for the 10th named storm is September 21st. So you can see we're way ahead of the averages here. The 11th named storm is October 1. So again, a very busy tropical season so far here in 2021. There's Jamaica. Those are the Cayman Islands. Between the two, there's Ida, 40-mile-per-hour winds at this point, moving to the northwest at 14 miles an hour. We already have watches and warnings that are up right now, tropical storm warnings for the Caymans, and also, of course, for the western, really almost the western third or so of the island of Cuba. No hurricane warnings at this point, but those aren't far away. There we are, hurricane by Saturday, Category 1, winds of 80. Remember, 74 stronger hurricane winds. We're looking at a Category 2 at this point. Now, this forecast, this intensity forecast, and certainly the landfall of this could certainly change, but it's a kind of south central or southeastern Louisiana right now. Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. This is the official forecast from the National Hurricane Center. Winds of 110, that's Category 2. Winds of 111 now takes it to a Category 3, which is a major hurricane. So we'll be right there. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if this does become, I would expect it to become a major hurricane. And the reason that I expect it to become a major hurricane, I'll walk through in just a moment. The track then takes it right in through the southeastern United States, right up through Louisiana, and then up into parts of Mississippi, and then even parts of Arkansas and even Tennessee. We'll see more rain. Now, here's one of the concerns that I have. These are the soil moisture conditions. Texas, of course, we all know there's no drought here, so our soil moisture conditions with all the rain we had a week or so ago were wet. It's extremely wet, very saturated here. This is right where the track is, right where the track is. And look how much rain we're looking at, anywhere from 4 to 10 plus inches of rain along the path of what will become Hurricane Ida. Now we look down here into the sea surface temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico. The reason that I feel as this will become a Category 3 is we have this jet fuel, this high octane fuel for this system to really intensify. Sea surface temps 85, 87 degrees. So we're looking at middle to upper 80 degree sea surface temperatures, which again, that's exactly what these systems need for rapid intensification. We don't have any wind shear, nothing to just shear it apart, nothing to tear it apart, nothing to blow it apart. As we head into the weekend, we don't have any dry air either. Unfortunately, we have a lot of moisture in place at all levels of the atmosphere as Ida moves into the Gulf of Mexico on Saturday. So once again, that is Ida. That's where it's currently located. Watch this model as it moves across the western portion of Cuba out into the Gulf of Mexico. You can see a center of circulation starting to develop on Saturday, and this one model does bring it into the state of Louisiana, as almost all the models do. Now, what does this mean for North Texas? A Louisiana landfall would mean warmer and drier weather for North Texas. The farther to the east we are, we'll be on the backside of that system, and when you're on the backside of a system like this, you have sinking air, you have subsident air, you have compressional heating that takes place. So that compressional warming, that will just allow our temperatures here in North Texas when this thing makes landfall. We're looking at middle, maybe some upper 90s around here as we head into the end of the weekend and the early part of next week. So we will continue to keep an eye on what's going on down to the tropics. But from the WFAA Weather Center here at our Victory Park studios in downtown Dallas, that's the latest.